this. I'm looking at EG, of course, as always, because it is gonna turn, man. Look at this. Look where we are on the weekly chart, all the way up against this mad resistance right here. What time is it in the US right now? It's 4 p.m. Market's just open. Let's kill it this week. Fuck yeah, man, we're going to. So right now, let's keep a lookout. Let's comb through the market and see if we see any gaps. Let me know if y'all see any. Like I say, here we are in EG. And look at that massive, massive resistance. You know, I do want to put a short in here, and look at this. 1, 2, 3 drive. And if you saw my message on Friday, like pound went super weak right before the market closed, and usually when that's the case, a lot of the big banks, a lot of the big monies are taking their positions. They're taking profits on their positions and pulling out in anticipation for big moves coming up in the next week. And so I'm not saying that this is it for the pound, because I mean, dude, we've been getting burned by the pound, but look, it dropped a lot lower already. My internet's not the best where it is right now. Again, if y'all have any questions, hit me up in the chat box. I'm trying to pull it up here. Does anybody see any NZDUSD? Let's take a look. Cool. There's the chat. US right now, it's 4 p.m. So, Conrad, are you in Alabama? GU, UJ. Okay, we'll take a look at dollar pairs for sure. Arkansas. Okay. I was gonna say similar, but no, that'd be like somebody saying Kentucky and Tennessee similar. It's not. Okay, so you can see not much has happened. Like, my internet's super slow right now where I'm at. I'm out here in the country, but it looks like we got some pullbacks on these pairs. Right, because the market's just catching up. NZDUSD almost to TP1, which is be a hell of a good way to start the week off for sure. And so that's what I want to talk about. Like, where are we on these dollar pairs? Is it time for them to break out? Is it time for them to lose strength? The big factor in that is, of course, the S&P 500, like I'm always talking about. But let's take a look at these other pairs. Okay, so Euro USD. I think Euro USD could be a sleeper pair. It could be one that, man, once this thing does take off, we had this false breakout right here. Or false breakdown, I should say. And I can't get the chat group, the chat box. Where is it? You think we're getting a reset on EU here? So this is at some nice support here, right? So if this holds, I think this is going to be a good buy. And long term, and if you've noticed, I've started, one of my strategies now is I'm always going to be a scalper, always going to be a day trader, but I'm right now, the way the market is that we're so like pulled one way or the other. It's time to look at things on terms of weekly scale and times even a monthly scale, because if we go to look at this. No volatility, no volatility, no volatility. slowly moving to the downside here, but eventually, man, for EU, this is going to break loose. It's going to either break loose this way, or it's going to break loose, bust down this way, which would be some significant dollar weakness. But the thing is, we have divergence here. We've been in this downtrend, and strong dollar for U.S. election, then week after. I mean, yeah, the U.S. election, I don't know, man. I think what Trump wants is a weak dollar going into this election cycle for sure, because that's just going to pump up the stock market. So I'm thinking Euro USD, if we can get some confirmation that this level of support here holds, this could be an excellent buy. Let's take a look at the pound. So these are all pairs that I'm looking to establish long-term positions for, because, man, it has been a hard 2 months of trading, man. It's been very, very hard to get one way or the other to establish any long-term positions. And the technical analysis, in a lot of ways, we can just throw out the window here. Type a yes if you agree. You know, I mean, let me know what you think on this, but it's been very hard to really, like, you would think if you look on daily chart that, dude, the pound is long overdue for a retrace, right? Let's go to weekly chart. But here we are on a weekly, and this is what I've been getting at in the past few videos, is that this was an epic double top here, like textbook double top. Yep, correction impulse. And so what I'm thinking, let's go to even further, a monthly chart. So we're on weekly, we're on the monthly. This doesn't mean this is going to happen tomorrow. But look where we are here. This is on my broker's MetaTrader 4, so you're going to need a trading view to go back further in time, but this shows you the all-time lows we are at here. And the thing is with Brexit is that the U.S. dollar have been got me all the way messed up these past 2 weeks. Yeah, Jose, for sure. And the thing is with Brexit, the market has pretty much priced in at this point a no-deal Brexit. That's the thing. No-deal Brexit has been priced in, so the pounds might get a little more weaker, but the big news, because Boris Johnson is prime minister now, the big backlash to that has already happened, and that's the thing. So now, when will it start to when will tides start to shift? And when it does, it's going to be massive, and it's going to be fast, because you know, trading the pound sucks, man. It's a tough pair to trade, and if you're on the wrong side of it. If you're on the right side of it, you know, we could recover some of these pips, which is this is a monthly chart, so that doesn't look like much, right? So, but let's go down to daily. This is that arrow I just drew. So 1.20 to 1.33, which would be these highs here, which would also be the neckline of this double top here. That's 1,400 pips, and totally doable. I will definitely upload this on YouTube, man. In and out, you know, 15 to 30 pips. Yeah, for sure. I agree with that. What's up, Dominic? So the thing is, buying the dip here, the risk to reward, same thing goes with the pound yen too, for asking about the pound yen. If we can get a good entry here and we can get into profit, and instead of going in and out 30 pips and buying the dip and just trying to get, because look, I'm all about securing the bag and taking the profits. But when we have an opportunity like this, to where this could be a trade of the year, and of course it takes a lot of patience, but you can get from here to 1.20 to 1.33, 1,300 pip trade, and build on that position, like buying dips on the way up, locking stop loss into place, and making that risk-free trade all the way up, right? So we get a 60 pip run, move stop loss to entry, maybe 10, 20 pips in profit, and get a dip, and then buy the dip down here and keep moving it, and only stacking the positions once it's in profit, and once it's clear that this thing has reversed. So yeah, so it's hard to and yeah, I see what you're saying there, Richard. The thing is, how far can the pound go, right? So what I'm saying is, I think that it's already priced in. And I'm not saying this is the game plan for this week. This is my overall game plan for the end of the year, as I'm looking at this to see if whenever this is going to reverse, what are the warning signs? I think we have plenty of warning signs here, like RSI, just completely divergent on the weekly, RSI divergent, and monthly. Well, monthly at these all-time lows, and definitely divergent there. So hopping on, I'm trying to make a long-term plan for turning this around. So look, if we get stopped out for 20 pips, 30 pips, trying to get the best entry for when we do make this, and it is going to happen. This isn't going to be in this downtrend forever. And to me, this has come to a bit of a stopping point. So this isn't the only one, though. So this is also, if anybody sees any gaps, let me know. Holler it out in the chat box, because I'm looking. I haven't had a chance to look. And Dominic, you're right. The risk reward is very, very good here. Nope. Let's see. So same thing with Euro Pound, right? Euro Pound. Here we are. Look where we are on this monthly chart. All-time highs across the board, while this is showing divergence, right? So even a small little position held over a long period of time could be a game changer, and then building on that position once it's more or less confirmed. Let's see, dollar NOK was a good trade that I got in last week too. Dollar NOK is very, very closely related to then I hate when that happens, oil. So if we see oil start to rally, so this is a great trade. I took some profits on it. You can see where my sell position was, had a great risk to reward. Albert gave me the heads up on this one in the chat, and then I went with it. So I'm going to hold this position, move my stop loss to entry here, and really try to go for the glory. USD NOK. One of my things is I'm looking to build core positions, and this is what I'd like us to do as a group, and we can hold each other accountable. Is find these big ass reversal points, because they're everywhere in the market right now. It's very rare time that there would be so many of these, and so for that reason, we can. What's up, Boré? What's up, brother? Yeah, so we can find these positions, and we can kind of point them out to each other and hold each other accountable. Let's see, AUD is a great pair to look at as well. Aussie CAD. This is one where we have a potential of reverse, right? So look, we're at down here in the weekly, right? And where are we at on the monthly? And so we can, if we can start to find these positions as a team and be like, you know what, hold these and start holding them for long term and finish out the quarter. Like we can put one of our main positions on, say, Aussie CAD, Aussie Swiss was a good one. Steven pointed out. I believe it was Steven. Yeah, it was Steven. Aussie Swiss. I've arrows all over the place on this one. So I was looking at it. But here we are on the monthly chart. Like, we're at some all-time lows here. Weekly, definite all-time lows. And monthly, potential double bottom, if you ask me, right? Double bottom, divergent, RSI. Okay, so yeah, Andre, let's take a look at CADCHF. So GUNUJ gap. Okay, thanks, Joe. And so look, we're at all-time lows here. Now, if we can establish and start locking onto these trends and latching onto them, we can finish the year out strong to where like we still have core positions. We don't have to take profit at 100 pips, right? As tempting that is, maybe we take profit at 400 or 500 pips. You know, we can take partials. I encourage you to take partials along the way. Obviously, you want to secure some of the bag, but I'm looking for more stressless type of trading for sure. And then look at this. This is a perfect setup here, right? So break down, and where would this go, right? So if we could maybe write it up and use this as a target. So 0.6600 to 0.7800, which would be 1,200 pips. You know, if we could ride that together as a team, man, I think it's going to be a game changer. And yeah, just like Dominic said, man, that's the epitome of buying the dip. Okay, so let's take a look at look totally like a double bottom. Now we're looking at a monthly chart, so we gotta remember, keep in mind that because it's easy, because man, I do it worse than anybody, and I get stuck on these 15-minute charts and 4-hour charts, and you know, it's hard to see the big picture there. So so we can hold each other accountable on these trades, and keep in mind that you know, these are long overdue. The reversal is coming. So if we can hop on these together, this is my game plan for the week. Let's see. So CAD CHF, and then let's take a look at the dollar, and to finish it all up. So I hope this is making sense to you all. Let me know in the chat if it is, because this is kind of what I was getting at the end of last week, and how my trading plan has changed more to a long-term trader, looking at more weekly chart because it's just way more reliable. Okay, so CAD Swiss. And while CAD Swiss looks like we're at some support here. Let's see. Dollar CAD weekly looking good. Short, long-term correction. Cool. I'll take a look at that chart, brother. Let's see. One new message. Aussie and Kiwi taking a hammering from the trade tensions. Yep. So that's the thing. Okay. So Sikander, you make a great point, man. So as soon, whenever it does happen, as soon as any type of relief comes, these trade deal, say the trade deals like the drama's over and they decide, you know what, we're just gonna just end this thing, and say it's done tomorrow, Aussie is gonna go through the roof. It is gonna moon so fast and so hard, and that's gonna be perfect time for reversal. So I think with CAD Swiss here, I'm looking at daily chart. Let's see, how do I want to go about this? I haven't looked at it in a while. First, I'll go with the weekly. Kind of get some trends set up. This looks like potentially a false breakdown. To me, it looks like some sort of bearish pennant. I mean, this is kind of like what I'm looking at in terms of it. Let me know if that makes sense to you. Not sure who asked about CAD Swiss. Oh yeah, Andre. Let me know if that makes sense to you. Okay, yeah. So, and that's on a weekly chart. So let's get on to daily. So, I mean, it looks like we're overbought down here. We're at some support. I would. This isn't a trade I would like rush to jump in yet. I would wait a little bit more until the market kind of showed its hand, and then of course, if we're gonna look at CAD, we got to go over to oil and see what's going on with the oil. And so this, my game plan with the pound pairs, with euro potentially being able to break out, and then also gold, right? So I know fundamentally gold looks like it's going to go way higher, and you know there's a huge chance it's going to. Where is the oil? But technically, I think it looks like it's done. So I'm in some oil trades here. And so this is, I don't know if you remember me talking about this in my live I did on Thursday. So remember I said this is the megaphone formation, right? I had this megaphone from back in December. And this was the rally and, you know, just ripping everybody's face off, including mine. And we broke back inside the throwover, back inside here, and then dropped all the way down to support. And so there's two things here, right? We're either going to go back up, which we have this trend line here, which we're back inside of. Or, you know, I thought it was a bit of a false breakdown here, but we broke back inside, and now we have this level of resistance to compete with. So I really don't know, honestly, what to do with it right now. I don't know if anybody has any suggestions. Jorge, what are you looking at in terms of yeah, I'd rather wait for it to sell? Yeah, definitely. I think I would wait for it to come back. And the thing is, there's just so much geopolitical tension right now. I would wait for it to either break back above this line, 57. Yeah, okay. That seems pretty likely. So yeah, I would expect it to go above this trend line here and then drop. Or get rejected here, and once that rejected got confirmed, that would be an excellent shorting opportunity. But right here in the middle, man, it's really hard to say, and so that's why if we take that over to the CAD pairs, dollar CAD, and dollar CAD, man, if I really wish I took this trade because I had this set up perfectly. If you remember me sending this out to the group, or no, we did it in live in my office. We did this chart in my office, and I had this supply and demand zone, which I'm starting to do with these gray boxes. If you guys like the gray boxes as like, you know, buy and sell zones, let me know, because I think they're pretty helpful, and I'm going to keep using them more. At least they help me out. So if you do like those, let me know, so I know to keep using them. And send that to the group. My internet's super slow out here. So, but I'm definitely going to use a lot more of those boxes. Yeah, it's good to find zones for sure. And so this is going to be a big deal. Now, if the CAD finds support down here, or if it keeps going, that would be a big deal. The thing is, global markets have not been steady, to say the very least. That's actually an understatement. So if we're talking about NASDAQ, S&P 500, all these markets have been struggling hardcore, right? And so we got a big rejection here. I got a nice short here. What's Albert? What's up, Albert? So I'm just getting home from work. Yeah, well, it's hard to say euro pound because it's been so back and forth, man. But shoot me a message if you want when you get off here. So we got a good short position here at 61.8. That's shared in the VIP group, in the chat group. So this looks good. But what I'm saying is, if this keeps dropping, then more than likely we'll see oil start dropping too. So so it's going to be a exciting week, to say the least, for sure. I'm not sure. I haven't checked the news releases yet. I don't think there's anything groundbreaking. Anybody else? Anybody know any big news events this week? And yeah, I like doing the weekly charting together Friday. Okay, I like doing these together for sure. So we're going to expect a lot more Zooms between me and between Dominic as well. We're going to start doing a lot more stuff for you all for sure. Because this is the best way to learn, and it's way more fun too. So a lot for the pound, that's kind of scary, because the pound is just a shit show. All right, so someone pulling up here. If anybody has this app, Easy Indicators, it's so Easy Indicators News. It's so simple. It's actually easy currency strength. I recommend you get it. It's free. You like the Zoom chat? Yeah, me too, man. It's free to get, so it doesn't cost you anything. Maybe it's $2. Totally worth $2. So Tuesday we have CPI data, U.S. Wednesday, CPI German, pound. Thursday, retail sales, and more retail sales, and that's it. So fair amount of data this week, but nothing too crazy. I'm expecting, though, a ton of shit coming out of the Fed, stuff coming out of Trump. You know, it never ends. So so yeah, man, I appreciate y'all on here. for sure. Let's get it. It's hot out here. I'm busting my nose up wrestling with my dog. Yeah, let's have an amazing week. I appreciate all the support. Y'all are the best. And yeah, let's keep getting it. Tell your friends, tell your family what our group's all about. And, you know, if they want to try, it's 10 days for free. So I appreciate it. And I'll see you in the chat groups. So anything else before we hop on? Anything else anybody wants me to look at? Albert, I thought I saw you packing a bowl over there, man. But no, you're not. It was it was somebody else, dude. All right, guys, let's crush it this week. So thanks for hopping on. I'll record this. Good luck, everybody. And yeah, you're welcome, Devin. Appreciate you. And let's kill it. See you in the chat rooms. Peace.